Nikki's a fireball. She's a ballbuster, so not really too far from my real life personality. And she comes in. She's going through. So she's an ex, and going through some changes in her life, and so she goes to lean on her brother and the rest of the crew. Yeah, Stuart's wound up tight, and Nikki finds that out very quickly, and they are at odds. Yes.
Is that where a lot of the comedy comes from, the fact they're just very different?
Yes, I mean, you got, if they're the same, you know, that's just not going to make a sitcom. So, yes, they are at odds from the very beginning. They do things very differently. She thinks he needs to lighten up, and I'm sure he thinks she needs to tighten up. You know, usually you come into a show, you're kind of, you know, you're cautious because they have a working institution from the cast to the crew, and, you know, it could be a really scary thing. But they have been so welcoming, so gracious, so wonderful to me from the get. So, I mean, I literally wake up and I'm like, I'm so happy to come here. It's been amazing. I mean it. It really has been amazing.
I feel like in some ways we got to know you a different way on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
You got to see like who you really were.
Yes.
All those rehearsals.
Yes.
What did you learn the most about yourself from this experience?
Well, I learned, you know, a lot of times that I got in my own way because I kept saying I wasn't a dancer. However, you know, I did think it was a little uneven this year. We had not really non-dancers, people who've never danced, and then you had the cream of the crop with Amber and Corbin, who not only have danced, but have danced professionally. So, you know, it was kind of like you go out there, you might be confident that day, but then you see Amber's dance or Corbin's dance, and you go, I have no chance. So it really is a head game with yourself. And people think because you've performed that you're okay being out there dancing. But, you know, I have never danced, and I don't do a live dance show. So if I got to tape it, if I got to film it, screw it up, and restart, which is what we do in sitcoms, I probably would have been more confident. However, just going out there and doing what I did, I was really proud of myself. And I started to really look at my tweets and really understand that I was representing people who are scared to do something and just went out and did it anyway. And then I was proud of myself. I was proud that I made it that far because I didn't think that I was going to. I thought maybe 3 or 4 episodes. But the fact that, you know, Tony and I made it to the semifinals says a lot about Tony, too, as a dancer and as a teacher and as a professional, that he was able to take literally a non-dancer to the semifinals. I mean, he had to teach me how to dance. He didn't have to teach me a dance, where I felt Derek and Corbin were, where they were just learning a dance for the week. I was learning literally, this is how I hold my hand, this is how I hold my head. So Tony had a very hard job. I just don't think he got the recognition for it, you know?
Like when you reflect back on that time,
yeah.
In some ways it feels like it was just yesterday, but
right.
It's been a while.
Yes.
But, you know, doing those promos, I'm sure you're thinking back on those shows.
Well, you know, I could look at an episode and actually remember what happened that week, or I could remember the lines of that show. It's so crazy. I mean, we did 207 episodes, and I could remember something about each one. Yeah, because, you know, it's in your blood, it's in your body. It's a crazy thing. I mean, that was a big part of a lot of our lives. A lot of things changed for us with the success of the show. We all had babies. We all bought our first houses. You know, it's births. It's just crazy. You know, like it was a huge part of our lives.